Here's the reason why your posture could be holding you back from having a strong and healthy body. Hi there, my name is Dr. Kristina Turkewitsch and I'm a chiropractor in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. I'm a corrective care chiropractor and I focus on optimizing the spine and the nervous system so you can feel better and stronger in your body. This video is for you if you're a woman over 40 and you have noticed a change in your physical well-being and you don't feel as strong and energetic as you did before. Today, I'll be discussing 4 posture changes to look out for and why they have a negative impact on your health. So stay tuned. People usually don't realize this, but your posture has a profound effect on your physical well-being. The reason for this is its direct effect on your nervous system. Posture plays a pivotal role in spinal health, affecting the alignment of your vertebra and the function of your muscles and joints. Aside from muscle strain and weakness, poor posture can result in physical pain in the back and neck, but it can also significantly affect your spine and your nervous system and your organ system function. When your posture shows distortion, that is a window to your spine. For example, I know that without a doubt, if your ear is in front of your shoulder, the alignment in the spine of your neck has changed, usually meaning that the curve in your neck has straightened out. So you should have a natural curve in the neck. And when we lose that and starts to straighten, our head will start to come forward, the ear will start to come forward in front of your shoulder. Now this creates a lot of strain and tension on your spinal cord. And if you have strain on the spinal cord, how does that affect you, right? This is something you can think about, and let me know in the comments below how you think that would affect you physically, even mentally, emotionally. How would that play into your physical well-being? Now, I can tell what your spine is doing just based off of your physical posture. There are many ways that these postural changes will affect you, and they're always usually a negative effect. So a posture change, especially in these 4 ways that I'm going to talk about, are never a good thing to have. And you should do whatever you can to change it before it becomes permanent. So the first one is forward head posture, which is what I've kind of mentioned already about the ear coming forward, the neck straightening out. I've also talked about it multiple times in other videos. It is super important. So if this is happening to you, where your head is moving forward, then and in front of your shoulders, and it's like that most of the time, if not all of the time, this is something that you need to address. So the change of head forward posture can be 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches. So it can be either really big or really small. The further your head is forward, the more stress and strain will go down through the neck and into the back. So you have to think about it. For every inch your head has moved forward, you have to multiply the weight of it by 10. So you can imagine the amount of stress and strain that is now happening on the back side of your body in terms of your neck and your shoulders and your mid back, even your low back. So once the spine has straightened out, this creates a lot of compression through the spine, through the vertebra, through the discs, and it increases the rate of degeneration, because the forces going through your spine have changed. And more importantly, or maybe equally as important, the tension to your spinal cord creates tension on the brainstem. Over time, you'll feel things like headaches, dizziness, ringing in the ears, neck pain, mid-back pain, shoulder pain, even low back pain if the tension is significant enough. You could also have inner ear issues and balance problems. Also things like tingling in the arms and the hands, and muscle wasting as well because of the compression to the nerve roots. And so you'll have muscle wasting in the neck, shoulders, arms, weakness in the hands, that sort of thing. So in order to correct this, exercises can help in earlier stages. However, if it's too advanced, you need more significant or aggressive treatment. I guess I don't really like using the word aggressive, but you need to get adjusted And you need to get postural corrective exercise, postural correcting adjustments so that we can bring the ear back as much as possible and release that tension to your spinal cord. Number 2 is swayback, which is also called a lordotic posture. So a swayback, you can tell, is when there is an exaggerated curve in the low back. And I'll put up a picture here so you can see what that is like, but spinally, you should have a curvature, right, in the low back, but with a swayback, you'll have much more of a curvature, okay, in the low back. And as you can see, that puts a lot more strain on the back elements here in the spine, right? And these yellow bits, those are your nerve roots coming out of the back of your spine. And so you can see that over time, if there's a lot more compression there, that's going to cause trouble. So this posture leads to the pelvis tilting forward. So you'll see maybe more prominent buttocks on the person. Now, this posture wastes a lot of energy because your body has to rely on your muscles to hold you upright. So it's taking a lot more energy. And so for that reason, you're gonna feel tension in the low back. And you'll probably start to, over time, feel pain in the low back, and you can also start to have sciatica-like symptoms, so pain going down the legs. So a lot of people will have this trouble start to happen when it's been there for a while. And sometimes it doesn't have to even be very long of a change. Your body is going to start to react to that. And again, this creates a lot of compression, especially in the backside parts of the spine and the bones and the discs. So you'll have a lot of compressing action, especially on the nerve roots, and you can get those neurological symptoms that I mentioned. And it also increases the rate of degeneration in the low back. So we will notice that will start to accelerate. So it will start to decrease the height of the discs. Sometimes this will cause disc bulging, disc herniations, that sort of thing. This type of posture, not only creating the pain and the sciatica-like symptoms, but you might also notice circulation problems in the lower legs. You might notice swelling in the lower legs that you never had before, and in the feet. Your calves will become more tight and tender because your feet are having to grip the floor in order to keep you from falling over. So knee pain as well, and the foot posture problems. So correcting a lordotic posture or a sway back includes, again, exercises. You need postural corrective exercises. You need postural corrective chiropractic adjustments to help with this. There are also exercises that you can do at home to help speed up the changes and improve the posture there as well. What tends to happen is the core becomes weak and the glutes also become weak with this type of posture. So strengthening those areas are crucial as well. Number 3 is hyperkyphosis, which is a fancy way of saying like a hunchback. So when you have an over-exaggerated curve in the upper back, so looking at the spine again, you should have a gentle curve in the mid-back, and you should have a gentle curve in the neck. But what happens is this mid-back section here becomes over-exaggerated. So you can imagine that when your spine has curved forward quite significantly, what is that going to affect physiologically, right? With how your organ systems are functioning. So not only will you experience, pain, discomfort, tension in the upper back, between the shoulder blades especially, you'll feel that, but it's compressing everything in front, right? So your lung capacity can decrease, especially with more significant curve changes, and it creates problems then for your lungs to function. It also can affect the heart, so you might have or could potentially develop heart arrhythmias, chest pain, liver, gallbladder dysfunction, and stomach issues as well because of the compression in your abdominal cavity. And when you have significant changes in the posture, that will always affect the nervous system function. So it will, again, compress and start to degenerate things faster, which will affect the nerves and the nerve roots and everything supplied by those nerve roots, which are all the organ systems inside. So you can see how, if left unchecked, posture changes can significantly influence how you feel. And it might start off minimally, just very small. You might start to notice like just slight changes, but then gradually over time, it'll get worse. So if you are starting to notice changes now, it's important to get those checked. And again, correcting this sort of posture, this hyperkyphosis or hunchback posture, again, includes exercises, postural corrective exercises, corrective chiropractic adjustments, and at-home exercises. Now, number 4, the last one I wanted to talk about is a flat back. And sometimes people can think, oh, this is great, well, my back is straight, right? Like that's good, it should be straight. When actually, it shouldn't be fully straight. You know, you need to have a little bit of a curvature in the mid-back, a curvature in the low back. There's certain, you know, specific numbers of degrees that you need or that's optimal to have. So if these are straight, that is a lot of compressive action, again, through the spine. So, you know, the forces going through the spine have changed. And you can also get a lot of pain at the base of the spine because all of the weight of your upper body is being crushed right into your low back. So with a flat back, the curvature essentially is eliminated in the low back, but also usually as well, it's combined with the upper back and mid back. So it'll be very straight throughout the whole length of the spine. And more often than not, we see a head forward posture. You'll also have tilted pelvis under. So your hips and pelvis you'll find will be like tucked under, which is also not optimal as well. That will affect your hip function, your knee function, and your foot function. So it reduces spinal flexibility and range of motion. And like I mentioned, reduced hip function and range of motion as well. Hip pain, knee pain, especially a bow-legged stance with your legs, so your knees will kind of cave out, not in. And you can have, because of this, you can have knee pain that's more on the inside because there's a lot of compressing action going on the inside of the knee with that posture. And organs of digestion, because when the spine is not functioning well, the spinal cord nervous system's not functioning well. So you can have issues with the organs of digestion and even urination problems. Take note of this. It also needs to be corrected. If you have noticed your posture's changed, please see a corrective chiropractor. If you are in the Newmarket, Ontario, Canada area, you are more than welcome to come and see me. Also, if you want to reduce the impact on your spine while you're at work, I have a free perfect posture checklist that you can sign up for below. I left the link in the description box. It is a bunch of chiropractic approved items that you can use in your office that will help protect your spine and your posture while you work. I would still obviously recommend that you see a chiropractor as well, but it's good to have some resources so that you can reduce the strain on your body in other areas of your life, because especially at your desk, as we know, we're sitting a lot, and sitting and working on computers is a huge posture red flag. These things create a lot of changes in the posture over time. So if you've been doing this for many years, or if you've just gotten started and you want to prevent these changes from happening, definitely get this checklist and also get to your nearest corrective chiropractor. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it valuable. If so, please give it a like and think about subscribing so you can get more information about how to keep your body strong and healthy. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or would like to share about your own posture journey. I would love to hear it. Now, do you have a double chin and it just kind of appeared out of the blue and you don't know why? In the next video, I will talk about why that happens and what it means about your health. So check that out next. Click right here. It'll be on the screen for you.